These times, we got to return to the source. You have to discover who you really are. Not the spectacle, not the image. What kind of litmus test will you meet in terms of the moral and spiritual criteria? So you begin with yourself, and I begin with myself. I don't believe in name-calling and finger-pointing. I believe in Socratic critique. I believe in prophetic witness. So I start with myself. I am who I am because somebody loved me. Somebody cared for me. Somebody attended to me. That's my conception of revolutionary piety. Because piety is not uncritical deference to dogma. It's not blind obedience to doctrine. It is the heartfelt acknowledgement of your dependence on those who came before that helped you in your short trek from your mama's womb to tomb. Revolutionary piety, what my black nationalist brothers and sisters call Sankofa. You refuse to move forward until you connect with the best of what came before. It could be grandmama or granddaddy. It could be your father or uncle. It could be your coach. It could be your jazz teacher. But somebody you know who enabled you, so you already shatter all of these American myths about being self-made. No such thing as being self-made, because the condition of truth is always to allow suffering to speak. And when you have deodorized discourses, what do you get? Sanitized and sterilized discussions that don't want to deal with the funk of the situation. And we all emerge in our mama's funk in the womb. It's bloody down there. It's stinky down there. But that's where the love is. And part of the problem in America is America has been in denial of the funk of its own stuff. Indigenous peoples, empty land, quit lying. The signs, no people here, just buffaloes and Indians. White supremacy at work. Never believe the lie that slavery is the original sin of America. Slavery was the second one. It was the treatment of our precious and our priceless indigenous brothers and sisters. They don't have to be in the room for us to be in solidarity with their suffering, with their plight and their predicament. And there's no PC chit-chat that we're talking about. These are human beings made in the image of God. We can't deny what they have been going through since 1492. Standing Rock this past year was significant in that regard, because it reminds the nation, all of us, no matter what color, of the fundamental truth of what went into the making of this particular social experiment. The condition of truth is to allow suffering to speak. And if the suffering of all of us not heard, you can be assured there's doses of mendacity running afoot. Don't speak about certain issues. You see it these days, especially in this country, when it comes to the Israeli occupation and the Palestinian plight. Oh, no, we don't want to speak about that issue. That's too delicate. That'll get me in trouble. I'm not going to get my next grant. I won't get my next lecture. Then what are you committed to? You can't embrace your Jewish brothers and sisters that tell them in the name of Amos, in the name of Isaiah, that occupation is illegal and immoral, and if you're mistreating Palestinian brothers and sisters, you're going to speak out in the same way as if there were a Palestinian occupation of Jews, because a Palestinian baby has exactly the same value as a Jewish baby, and if you don't believe that, you ought to just sit down.